Hi, my fellow homies who may or may not be homos. It is myself, Mackenzie, and I am here to do my coming out video. Now, first, I just want to say that before you decide to come out, it's really important to take the time to make sure that this is the right time for you and that you're comfortable living your life out in the open as gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, non-gendered, whatever you may be, because when you become open and honest about who you are, it affects the people around you. And while coming out is one of the greatest decisions I've ever made, and probably one of the greatest ones you will ever make, timing is pretty much everything. And just do it when you feel comfortable and you know that the people around you will not react too harshly. And without further ado, this is my coming out story. I guess I'll just start at the beginning. At the age of 5 or 6, I knew that I was a woman. And for me, it was more playing around in my cousin's clothes and feeling like, oh, this is who I am. I'm a woman. I know I'm a princess. I know I deserve to have a knight in shining armor. And it was never this situation of, oh, I'm a woman trapped in a man's body. And I lived my entire childhood that way, just feeling like a woman. So around 7th grade, I decided to come out as gay because in my mind I hadn't fully synthesized the idea that I was transgender and that I was a woman. And I didn't really know what transgender was. My first experience with anything gender bending or different was looking up Jeffree Star on Google, and I realized that, oh, he's gay, he's very flamboyant, he's not transgender, maybe that's just what I am, you know? And I sort of took to that identity and I thought, okay, this is who I am, I'm gay, I'm a strong gay man. And I feel like everyone around me could really sense the phoniness of that and how non-true that was, you know? Because I feel like when you meet me, you can tell that I'm a woman, and I'm pretty sure in 7th and 8th grade, people could sense that, hey, something's not right here. This isn't a gay man, you know? Because even from when we're really little, humans are really good at sensing BS, you know? And I was definitely serving up a lot of that. Middle school, I went through a lot of hardships, and I felt very depressed and very alone, and I felt like I was living a lie, and I honestly had no idea why. And I started watching RuPaul's Drag Race, and then from there I discovered the transgender community. And I went to this one meeting at the Lambda Center with my mom about this transgender, and I told her, oh, I don't want to be transgender, I just want to have long hair. And from that meeting, I knew that I was transgender. And I knew that I finally found my identity in who I was. And that was about in the middle of 8th grade. And so towards the end of 8th grade, I said, okay, I am a woman and I'm ready to live my life as this way. And so I told my parents, and they weren't budging, and for a very good reason, because not even a year earlier, I just coming out as this big flamboyant gay guy, and they had already gotten used to that, you know? And so I really don't blame them for how they reacted and how they said, oh no, this is just a phase, because I've been through a lot of phases within my span in middle school, you know? So the summer of 8th grade, I said to my parents, I want to start living more effeminately and more as the woman that I am. And they said, okay, we're going to get on track with this. And that summer, I started dressing more effeminately. I wore more makeup. I started living more openly with the woman that I wanted to be. And I was still very manly, I guess you could say. So it wasn't really easy to tell if I was a man or a woman. I would go in public a lot and people would ask me at the beginning of 9th grade. I decided, okay, I'm ready to fully do it. And I went to the Rite Aid downtown and I bought prosthetic breasts that my mom used since she had breast cancer. And I put them on, and that was the day that I really felt like I was starting to become Mackenzie, the woman that I am today. And throughout freshman year, it was definitely an awkward phase for me because I was still transitioning. And it wasn't until September of 9th grade year that I started hormones, and I'll make a totally different video about that, my experiences with all of that and how I feel about that and the products that I use and whatever. But my school handled it kind of iffy with the bathroom situation and stuff, and I don't really blame them because transgenders are really rare in the town that I'm in, and I think it's rare in society, so they didn't really know how to deal with it. Beginning of 10th grade, I went in to sophomore year, still kind of awkward, still had the braces, still didn't know what I was doing with my hair and my makeup. And I feel like 10th grade was a really instrumental year in me accepting all the hardships that I was going to go through as a transgender woman and be able to say, okay, we're not going to wussy out of this. We're not going to be really sad like we were in 7th and 8th grade. We're going to go through this. We're going to be strong as we have to be, and you're going to kick ass. And I feel like every time I go through something that's really hard now, I just keep in my mind, the universe has brought this to me for a reason. It's going to help me grow. And my struggles are not just for my own benefit or my own sadness. They're for other people, and all the situations that I go through, it's going to help other youth that are like me to be able to say, oh, if Mackenzie can do it, I can do it. And that's the kind of person that I want to be today. And definitely one of my other really big struggles is body image. And I feel like a lot of male to female transgenders struggle with this, feeling too manly, feeling too big, feeling too bulky. I definitely had to deal with a lot of, okay, Mackenzie, this is the body that you have, and this is the body that you're gonna have to work with. And that was probably one of the best things that I've ever done, and just figuring out ways to dress and ways that make me feel feminine and pretty and beautiful. And another really big step in my transition that happened earlier this year was changing my name legally from Samuel Mack, not going to mention my last name, to Mackenzie Ann, not going to mention my last name. And that was probably one of the best experiences ever, because I have my license, and now when I get pulled over, it won't be, oh, Samuel Mack, it'll be Mackenzie Ann. And it's just so gratifying to go in a classroom and not have to worry about people calling me Samuel Mack. I'm at a place now where I feel very confident in who I am and the woman that I am. And I really look forward to sharing with you guys some of my tips and experiences when it comes to tucking, bras, makeup, everything. So thank you so much for watching. I love you all.